some of the internet's most asked questions about INFPs? Well, let's check it out, and I will offer my answer as an INFP. So I don't know if you hear this in the back, but people are cooking. All right, that's all you need to know. And it's kind of annoying that it's happening while I'm filming, but you know, it's what happens when you don't have your own studio and stuff. So just want to apologize for the background noise ahead of time. All right, so I had made a video about the internet's web's most searched questions about introverts. So now we're going to see what the most asked questions are about INFPs specifically. And I'm going to give my answer to these questions. If you want to give yours in the comments, feel free. Why are INFPs so cute? Oh, thank you. So I hit the mic, sorry. Why are we cute? I don't know. I have been told I'm cute. If you're an INFP and you've been told you're cute, please let us know in the comments. But that is something I still get at 35. Okay, people still tell me I'm cute and I'm just like, I'm 35, I'm not a stuffed toy. But I think it could be because a lot of us, we have this like childlike demeanor or wonder to us. I think I'm a very curious person, and you know, I'm a child at heart. I can be pretty goofy, and I feel like that reminds people of like a child. And I kind of get really excited about really little things, and I feel like that's something like that reminds people of being a child. And I think that could be one reason why people think I'm cute. I'm just talking about why I get told I'm cute. I think just like physically, my cheeks. I have a round face. I have kind of big cheeks. I mean, they were a lot bigger when I was younger. And round face, bigger cheeks, more reminiscent of a child, you know? So I don't know if INFPs, all of you guys might look like children. Like, you know, I think because we also just like things that children like, you know, stuffed toys, cartoons, playing in nature, I don't know. And I feel like that reminds people of children. Why are INFPs so rare? Because we're awesome? I don't know. I don't know. That's just how it is, I guess. We're not the most rare type, but we're also not the most common, and that can be hard for us INFPs because we just like feel misunderstood. We're like, oh my gosh, nobody understands us. And then when we meet another INFP, we're like, oh my gosh, yes, you get me. Or an ENFP too. I mean, I get along really well with ENFPs. I mean, why they're rare? I don't know. That's just how it is, I guess. Why are INFPs so sad? I think because we're so rare, all right? Because people don't understand us. It's rare to meet someone who gets us, but when we finally meet someone who gets us, we're like, oh my gosh, we love you. Like, let's be friends. Let's just, you know, stick together. Like I mentioned in my introvert video about the most asked question about introverts, you know, this world, especially, you know, if you live in the United States, it's like this culture, this country, it doesn't support introverts really. It looks down on introverts. It tries to force introverts to be extroverted. It just is more of an extroverted culture and country. So we feel very misunderstood. People are always trying to change us. You know, INFPs also, like, we tend to not really always go with tradition or, you know, rules or the norm, I guess. We don't really tend to go with the norm if we don't really agree with it, you know? So a lot of people don't like people who go against the grain or march to the beat of their own drummer. That's definitely like how we are. We do our own thing because we want to do what feels right for us. So if it goes against like our values and stuff, we don't want to do it, even if it's like what everyone else is doing. So, you know, that makes us more likely to not be liked by people. So then, you know, it's gonna make us sad that people don't like us. But I think when you're older, at least for me, like, I've learned to not give a bleep if people like me or not. So that's one thing, good thing about getting older, is like when you're younger, you kind of do care about like people liking you, but when you're older, it's like, I don't give a F. Like, I have no F's to give. Life is short. I don't care. I'm gonna do my own thing. If people like me, great. If not, who cares? Why are INFPs so common? Okay, one asked why we're rare, the other one said why we're common. I think this one's just wrong because I don't think we're very common, or else we wouldn't feel so left out and misunderstood. Why are INFPs dangerous? Ooh, you think we're dangerous? Ooh, okay. Why are we dangerous? I don't know. I think maybe like unhealthy ones can get a little crazy if things don't go their way. I don't know. Those are the unhealthy ones. A little delusional. because sometimes they can be like in their own head and like not really face reality. That's the more unhealthy ones. So that's a good reason, one reason that they could be a little dangerous. They might be so dreamland, delusional. Hopefully, if you're watching, you're not like that, and if you are, I hope you get some help. And dangerous in other ways, maybe in like a good way. It's just like a lot of us, you might not think so because we're quiet, but a lot of us, we're kind of rebellious, you know, because we do our own thing. We go against the grain if it's not it doesn't align with our values. We fight for things we believe in, and that can be threatening for people because, you know, they think that because we're quiet, like we're not going to do anything. Like, oh, we don't have to worry about them because they're quiet. But we are, like, if we see an injustice or something like that, you know, we don't agree with it, we will fight. If you hurt someone that we love, we will fight. Like, we will defend those people that we love. At least I do. So be scared. Be scared if you cross an INFP. Why are INFPs weird? Oh, you think we're weird? Yay! Anytime people tell me I'm weird, I think that's a compliment, so thank you. If you've ever said that to me. Like I said, because we just march to the beat of our own drummer, we just do what we you know, love, we're passionate about, even if it's not something, it's not the norm. We don't like to just, like, if there's a rule or something that we agree with, we'll go along with it. But like, if there's something that we don't, we're like, why do we have to do that? It's not like we don't agree with it, we think it's wrong. So, and also I think, you know, the whole like kind of childlike thing, you know, some people might think that's weird when we're being childlike. They're like, okay, why are you acting like that? INFPs are also really creative as well. So, you know, we might think of ideas and see patterns and things that people might, and make connections that people might not have thought of before. I definitely do that a lot, and people are like, how did you like come up with that? And I feel like that might also make us seem kind of weird. Why are INFPs so lazy? Oh my gosh, I hate this. I made a video about INFP stereotypes I hate, and this was one of the ones that I hated. When people say that INFPs are lazy, I hate that because I am not lazy at all. I'm one of the least lazy people you will ever meet in your life. Anyone who's actually met me and knows me would never say that I'm lazy. So I get super annoyed when I see people saying that INFPs are lazy. I see memes about lazy INFPs. I'm like, who are these people? I don't know. Definitely not me. It definitely doesn't fit me. So I don't know. The lazy ones, if they're lazy, like I said, it could be maybe because they're like in their own heads or something and they don't want to actually do anything. But I'm actually, I think I have a good balance where I actually like to do things. I'm very creative. I think about a lot of things, but I also like to actually make things happen. It might take me a little bit a while to like make it happen, just because I have ADHD, so it makes things kind of hard sometimes. But I definitely like to get things done. I don't like to just sit and like not just think about things and never do it. Why are INFPs so emotional? Well, we're introverted feelers. Okay, we just, you know, we feel a lot. All right, we're in our heads a lot. Like, we're very aware of like what's going on here and our feelings and things like that. We're very in touch with that. Yeah, and we just feel very deeply. We feel like not only are we aware of our feelings, but we feel them very deeply. And we're also, pretty empathetic, sympathetic. Like I cry watching news stories about people that I've never met in my life. Even if I don't know that person, if I see some horrible story on the news, like I cry because I'll think about, that what that person is like, what that person went through, if they got killed or something like that, or what their family's going through, if kids lost their parents or something, or parents lost their kids, like how hard, like already like just thinking about that makes me really sad. So, like I said, we feel very deeply. So I guess, those are some of the reasons why we're so emotional. Why are INFPs so sensitive? Okay, I think I kind of answered that in like us being emotional. But, also I think a lot of INFPs, I've noticed a lot of INFPs, obviously doesn't apply to all of them, but it applies to me and other INFPs I've seen. Is like we've grown up with like very critical parents, or just like in critical environments in general. So we're always criticized, and, that makes us very sensitive to criticism as adults. Because it just feels like we're constantly being attacked. We're not being appreciated for who we are as people, for what we offer. So yeah, we can be pretty sensitive, like when it comes to like criticism, but it's, therapy is good to work on that, because it's not good to be very sensitive to criticism. So you do have to work on that. Like I've been working on that in therapy, and just with life and maturity and things like that. That also helps as well. But yeah, if you know an INFP and you want to help them, like just don't be so harsh with the criticism. Like if you could word it in a better way, that'd be great. Like maybe, that sandwich, I don't know if you've heard of that sandwich where you say a good thing, compliment, then the criticism, and then another compliment. So compliment, criticism, compliment. A nice little sandwich, okay? Just kind of deliver that, That might be easier for the INFP to take the criticism, because obviously we're not perfect, so, we do have things that we need to work on. Also, don't criticize anyone, not just an INFP, but don't criticize anyone all the time. Like if you're criticizing someone all the time, like it's gonna wear them down. They're gonna feel bad about themselves. They're not gonna want to be around you. Like I see couples where one partner, is like constantly criticizing the other person, like they can never do anything right, and I'm just like, oh my god, like stop. But I can't really say anything because I'm not part of the couple, so it's like, it's not my place. But I just want to say something to that person, like, can you stop attacking and criticizing your partner for everything? Like, and then you get don't understand why maybe this person is not being a great partner right now, or like they're distancing themselves from you or something, because like, hello, you're criticizing them all the time. Like if I was being criticized all the time, I would not be happy either. So just stop, like be a little bit more self-aware. So that's super annoying, and it makes me feel so bad that like I can't really do anything about it, because I'm like, I just want to help them and I want to tell the other person, stop criticizing them. Like you haven't said, I've seen couples where it's like just constant criticism, and I'm like, I haven't seen you say one positive thing to your partner. It's just criticism, and like it drives me crazy. So I feel really bad when I see that happening. And if you do that, like just be more self-aware. Like if you notice that like everything you say is a negative thing to your partner, like please work on that and fix it, because your partner's gonna want to leave you. I'm just saying, I'm just being honest. I know from experience. What are INFPs like? Oh my god, that's that would take a very long time to explain, but there's lots of videos on YouTube, on my channel. But yeah, we tend to be like pretty creative, unconventional, open-minded, non-judgmental. This might not be true for every single INFP, but like definitely generally we have strong like values and moral codes and things like that. We fight for what we believe in. We're very passionate. So I guess those are some ways to describe us. Oh yeah, I guess it's kind of sensitive. People who feel very deeply. What are INFPs good at? Let's see. Crying. Just kidding. Being cute, being creative, watching YouTube videos and never commenting, fantasizing about entire relationships with people they'll never talk to, being good listeners, liking stuffed animals, loving nature, being not judgmental. If you want a friend who's not going to judge you for your decisions, like have an INFP as a friend. Like at least for me, like I am the kind of person, like just you can do whatever you want, believe whatever you want, as long as you don't hurt people. That's kind of my philosophy. What are INFPs attracted to? People who get us and don't make us feel bad about ourselves. What are INFPs known for? Crying, I guess, and being depressed. That's, I mean, according to the memes I've seen, even though not every INFP is like that. What are INFPs afraid of? I guess not being accepted or appreciated. I think that's a big one, just because we feel like very not accepted and misunderstood. So what are INFPs like in bed? I can't speak for all INFPs on that one. What are INFPs compatible with? I've seen all kinds of INFPs date all kinds of different people, but I know they say that like the best match is an ENFJ, and I got that on my test when I took the love match test. But they can also be compatible with INFJs, other INFPs, INTPs, ENTPs, all kinds. It can all work. It just depends on the person. All right, so those are my answers to the web's most searched questions about INFPs. Let me know your thoughts and answers in the questions below, and comments below. Again, I'm just speaking, about my own experience, me as an INFP. I'm not speaking for everyone. Everyone is different. There's definitely, variety of different INFPs. You're not going to get two INFPs who are exactly the same. Yeah, let me know what you guys think. Follow my social media. I have to say that just because, it's part of being on YouTube, and I don't really like it, but you got to. And I get a lot of compliments on my hair, so if you like how smooth my hair is, it's because I use Nature Lab Tokyo products, and I use the smoothing hair protector thing. I never remember it off the top of my head, but you can check out their products in the link in the video description, and I'll probably post it here too, and you can get a discount with my code, and it helps out the channel as well. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Goodbye. What are the internet's most asked questions about INFPs? Well, let's find out. Shoot. Well, we're gonna check them out, and me as an INFP, I'm gonna answer some of them. All right? Okay, that was horrible.